So, how much does it really cost to invest in commercial real estate? Is it 5 million, 10 million, $100 million? I have good news for you. To invest in commercial real estate can actually be cheaper for you than buying single family homes. And get this, make you way more money with less stress. My team's done $1.6 billion transactions over the past few years, one of the top agents in residential and commercial, and I'm now putting almost all my effort and focus into CRE with my clients because it has the best returns. And you don't need to be a millionaire today to invest in commercial real estate. Even better, this is probably one of the fastest ways within reason to become a millionaire through investing. Now let's dive into it. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to break down for you what it really looks like to invest in commercial real estate, how to do it, how not to do it, and so much more, and really show you what's even possible out there when it comes to finding good deals. Now, I have a whole video that breaks down over here on the side, A to Z, on how to do investing in commercial real estate and so much more. This is going to show you real quickly, though, what's possible. So, since we are doing a live ish part. I'm going to pick Texas for our area. I'm here in Austin, Texas. You need any help with buying or selling real estate and commercial aspect in all 50 states or Austin, Texas, I can help you for sure down below. Link in the description, have a call me directly. No obligations, no strings attached. But I want to get it out of the way now in case this seems overwhelming to you along the way. Now, if you come in here, you can see there are thousands and thousands of opportunities right now for sale. And the best thing about commercial real estate, unlike residential real estate, we're in the buyer's market. In Austin, Texas alone, there's over 15 plus thousand homes we've seen on market today, which is more homes we've seen in the last 16 years, which is just insane. And commercial real estate is kind of the same way. Well, tons of places for sale, but get this. Most people are intimidated and afraid of commercial real estate, meaning there's more deals to be had by people like you trying to get a great income. Now, there are tons of classes and subclasses of CRE real estate from retail, multifamily, hospitality, special purposes, versus your hotels and your golf courses, and list goes on. There are so many ways to invest in commercial real estate that is kind of mind blowing. Now, for me, my favorite ones is multifamily, is some special purposes, the self storage. Some of them, industrial is pretty good as well. Obviously, office right now is taking a huge hit due to the pandemic and people working from home. List goes on. But let's look at multifamily because most of you are probably already invested in single family properties. And like, hey, I've heard a lot about multifamily. I think it's better. I think so too. So let's look at all the opportunities we have here in Texas. So now there are still hundreds of them. And you can see this one right here, 4 units, $500,000. This one over here is 2.5. Let's make it even easier for us. I don't want to see not enclosed prices. Now we see 15 units, 1.7. And like put perspective for you. Like if I bought 15 houses, it'd probably cost more than $1.7 million. Like here in Austin, Texas, the average home is $400,000 to $500,000. 15 of those is way more than $1.7 million. So you can kind of see the perspective there. And also, it's nice. Like this is $3 million, 72 units. And what's nice about commercial real estate is that when you have these complexes or these facilities, it's managed by somebody that's not you. With single family homes, having one property manager kind of nuisance from one property, and having 3 or 5 maybe it's good to do, but more often than not, your properties are spread across the city or further. With commercial real estate, it's going to be all in one single sector, easy to manage. I can probably have someone living there for free in exchange for a lower payout per month, and then that makes your life way easier. Now, let's say you want to buy this deal. This is $875. You probably invest right now, you know, $300,000 to $500,000 for your current investments, if it's long term and hold. So twice as much, or maybe the same, depending on where you're doing it at. And you're getting 8 units, meaning you're making 8 times more money within reason. Like obviously, in most multifamily, you make like $100 per door in profit, depending on when you buy that. And the first deal here, 500 days in market, $875. You can probably get it for $600,000-$700,000, maybe a little bit less. And you think that's crazy? Like today, I got a deal under contract, or almost under contract. They started at $3.2 million, and right now we're at 2.9, and trying to get more off. And they're probably open to it. They already accepted the 2.9, and well, they said, "Hey, we can do 2.9 for you instead. How does that sound?" I want 2.9 a little bit more off the price, but that alone is almost $300,000 off the ask price that I negotiated for my clients. So, like you can see the opportunity we have out there, and this one is even seller financing. It makes your life even easier. Now, if I scroll down, you can see they have the building. They don't have the NOI anywhere else. I don't know how much it cash flows. Here we go. Let's see. Nope, 200K down, balloon payment. So 7.5, about this as high as commercial investing anyway. It's not a super great deal on this one. So let's kind of keep on going. Now I want to show you again how easy it is to invest. This is $1 million. This is 20 units. This one seems pretty nice. If you and a friend of yours came together, or you liquidated or pull out a HELOC on a different property you already have, or do a 1031 exchange into this, this could be good. 20 units. Looks pretty solid. 30 days on the market. I'm going to accept. Let's see. Here's a P&L. Let's open this up. So right now, P&L, they're losing $3K, $1,000, $4K, $6K, $2K, $200, $4K, $1K, $2K. And it averages out to $46,000 NOI in a year. And they're asking $1 million. So this is about a 4% cap rate. Honestly, too low. You shouldn't invest in this. Also, me seeing all these crazy jumps of income does not make me look super excited. Now, granted, maybe you bought this property and you're amazing at being an operator. You could increase it to be a pretty standard, $5-6K per month. And that is the case. Let's say we do $5,500 divided by 12 months. Now, of course, don't do underwriting this way. This is like you should literally go line by line and break down stuff. I have a whole video for free up above that teaches you how to do underwriting in live time with me. I walk through the whole entire process. But I'm just curious to see if that number is $56,000. Now it's almost a 7 cap. I'd probably negotiate, $100K, $200K off the asking price, at least try to go from there. They say the cap rate is 6.7, so they probably are using my same math. They're saying, hey, if you just get it stabilized, get it for this much every single month, you would probably have a pretty good return, which I don't fully agree with. This is my math, so I see how they did it. But pro forma, they say it's 10%, $100,000 NOI. Now, granted, I gotta do way more underwriting, look at the property, and so forth. But this is more to show you what is possible out there for investing. Now, are there expensive properties out there? Of course. This is $6 million, 131 units, Corpus Christi, probably a great investment. But there are deals. Let's actually make it even easier for you. Let's say the max that I want to look at is $700,000. Let's say I want to be the same exact price I have for houses. There's over 1,100 homes, so multifamily opportunities that are at that price range. This one is 400, 300. This is a car wash. Not sure how it got on this list, but there you go. Even car washes are pretty inexpensive. This is 4 units for $349, $350. This is 7 units for $350. Opportunity zone, historic charm. Okay, so you can see it. There are a lot of opportunities out there. $449 on the market. Now, of course, this is just me going super quickly, but you can already imagine what you can find. I've spent maybe 5 minutes on doing this so far for you guys and gals, and I already found maybe one deal that could work potentially on how we negotiate terms and everything else and do our underwriting. But we're seeing tons of deals that are more inexpensive than houses with better cash flow. And single family properties, you will probably net free cash flow $100 per door. $100 per door. For a great example, that is $1,200 that you made in a whole year. If you buy a 12-unit building for the same price as your single-family property, which all out there we just saw, and they each netted you $100 per door in net free cash flow, you're making the same amount of money per month than you do per year on the same amount of cash on cash returns, the same amount of cash invested on these properties. Also, what's nice about multifamily and commercial real estate, we use a DSCR loan financing breakdown, meaning it's all about the debt being serviced by the property. If the debt's being paid for, getting a loan for these properties will actually easier for you than buying single family houses, especially at this price range. And more than that, I have another client, we got a deal that's closing in a couple of days from now. He will net around $15,000 from day one on a storage unit facility, about 100 units, and it costs us around $600,000 to do. So he's making way more money on the same amount of investment he would have on a house for a storage unit. And once it's stabilized, he would probably make $40,000 a year from one single asset. And it's managed by somebody else. He's not managing it. This is why commercial real estate makes you more money, has better returns. And I'm not even mentioning triple net. I'm not mentioning tax purposes and tax advantages. This is strictly off of what you're looking at currently. So you want more help, more support, helping you find deals, source deals, negotiate transactions, the whole 9 yards. Down below, again, no obligations. Don't feel like you're pressured to do so. Link in the description of the first comment. Have a call with me directly. I can help you through the whole entire process from A to Z and help you net or save or make an extra 5 to 6 plus figures, if not more, with our help. And if that's okay, you're still kind of learning the ropes, no worries. Over here, a whole breakdown of A to Z on how to do commercial real estate, from finding deals, through off-market strategies, on-market strategies, what to use, paperwork, everything. And down below this is a whole playlist that shows you exactly even more context on all things commercial real estate. My goal is to help you much as I possibly can met and save more money when you invest in commercial real estate, which in my mind is probably the greatest asset classes out there. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you like that button down below, tag your friends, use the share. I'll see you at the top. Have the best day yet. Happy to have you here.